Hello Gemini, welcome to this video. I hope that you're doing well. If not, that's fine, of course. So, first card that we have for you is the Five of Coins. So you could be either thinking of leaving someone behind or kind of leaving someone out in the cold, or this is how you're feeling in regards to this person. Like you're like, did they forget about me? Did they just, like you're feeling kind of left out in some sense. Or this is kind of what you're thinking, like, oh, I'm going to kind of leave this person out. Which, I guess it happens. We also have Wheel of Fortune, so it looks like this is going to change. If you're feeling like someone left you out in the cold, you're feeling left out, like the tables are going to turn. Not necessarily that you're going to do the same thing to like get them back or whatever. It's just like for some of you, it could be someone that you forgot about or you were going to try to disregard, but then it's like, oh, and they come back into your life. You bring them back into the warmth. Otherwise, someone who left you out in the cold, that's going to change. They're going to be like, Gemini, come back. Yeah. Alright, so between you and the person that you're dealing with, we have the Tower card. So it looks like there was some kind of crumbling of the foundation of your relationship. It could have been a fight, some kind of chaos, some kind of disaster perhaps. We also have the Nine of Wands. So it looks like after this Tower moment, this kind of fight or this falling out or this chaos that ensued your relationship or one of your guys' lives, it looks like you're both feeling very defensive and misunderstood. So you could have had a fight with this person and you both walked away thinking like the other person didn't hear you out, or feeling like the other person misunderstood you, or like you didn't get your point across, or like you couldn't get through to them. Like you both felt this about this conversation that you had or about this situation. Like you both were thinking they didn't even hear me, or they didn't even listen, or they don't even see what effect this had on me. If you're feeling that, this person is also feeling this too. So for the person that you're dealing with, you have Six of Coins. So yeah, if they're the one who kind of perhaps you're feeling left out in the cold by them, you're feeling left behind. They actually, the first card that we have for them is Six of Coins, which is pretty much like the opposite of leaving someone out, leaving someone behind. This is them wanting to give to you in equal exchange. And also with Two of Coins, it's like this person really wants things to be balanced with you, and they could for some reason be feeling a little bit ashamed of like perhaps their actions, perhaps of some things that happened between you, maybe something that they said. They're feeling a little ashamed here and they want to just kind of balance this out, smooth things over with you. Oh. Alright. So, calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So it looks like this person is really feeling like called to you, feeling called to talk to you, to perhaps make things right and like balance the scales between both of you. So yeah, like I said, if you're feeling left out in the cold by someone or whatever, like this is definitely going to change with Wheel of Fortune and this whole like Six of Coins thing. For others of you, it's like someone left you behind, or you left someone behind, or whatever, and this didn't work out to make room for someone who's more well-aligned, more well-suited for you, your lifestyle, whatever. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, despite this, and I'm not saying that you aren't, it's really important to remember to like enjoy your moments that you're in right now, even if this other thing happened a couple weeks ago or a year ago or whatever. Like you can still enjoy where you're at right now, even if it happened yesterday. Which I don't know, like I don't mean that in like a toxic positivity way. You don't have to be happy all the time, but don't forget to enjoy the day. Carpe diem. don't forget to like enjoy things, you know, which I'm sure you're aware of, but this could just be a reminder. Perhaps heart-to-heart conversations honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So it looks like I'm really getting for a lot of Geminis, it was a heart-to-heart conversation that kind of like went bad, and like you were both like trying to tell each other how you're feeling, but then it just became like maybe accusatory, or like became something where you both weren't feeling heard or understood. So for some of you, it's actually going to be like you had this falling out or you were feeling misunderstood, but a heart-to-heart conversation where you're honest and in more of a calm place, where it's not going to be like chaos or a fight. Not saying it was a fight for all of you, but it could have just been feeling like the other person wasn't seeing your point of view, so you had to have your guard up and like feeling misunderstood. It could be that you'll have a heart-to-heart conversation together where you can reconcile these feelings of feeling misunderstood, or like they didn't see your perspective, because you'll actually like listen to each other this time, or you'll both have this opportunity to express where you're at and what's going on. So stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So as I hear, it's like keep your head up, you know, Gemini. Keep your head up, stay optimistic, because it looks like there is some romance. There's a lot of people who are very attracted to you, and I'm not sure if you're always aware of this, but it's always true. There are a lot of people who are very attracted to you, so it's important you stay optimistic, and perhaps stay optimistic about this. Sometimes, what's the word? It's not break and mend, but some relationships go through this thing where you have to fight and have this disconnect in order to resolve it, in order to resolve this disconnect. There are some where it's like someone is very intent on staying disconnected, so you can't really glue that. But for others, it's like you recognize there's a disconnect, so there's this tower moment and you're like, but then with that recognition you can rebuild and mend. Alright. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So it's like, someone could have been trying to give the other person like too much space with 5 of coins, and this is why someone was feeling left out, because they're like, oh, let's make sure there's enough space between us, and then it's like they're too far away. You know, but someone's trying to understand this balance here, especially like 2 of coins. You're like, okay, you know, don't have to be this far away though. Something like that. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So with Wheel of Fortune here, there's some kind of thing, there's some kind of course, some kind of journey that you're going on, and it doesn't look like it's entirely in your control. It's like you kind of have to wait and be patient and see. Allow nature to take its course, to do its thing. Sorry, I looked up because I'm not apologizing, but I'm just saying I needed to look up to see if my light is on, which it's not. Life purpose. So yeah, it looks like there's some kind of changes that are occurring in your life with Wheel of Fortune. Some of them might seem out of your control, but this is in regards to your life purpose. This is to push you on the path of your life purpose and what's right for you. So for some of you, is that you left someone behind, like I said earlier, like you left someone behind or they left you behind so that you could have room for this other person who aligns with you better. But yeah, you're really getting like realigned back on path with what feels like your purpose in this life, in the world. Really getting in touch with this and finding this or focusing on this. Courage. So for some of you, it's really taken some courage to follow what you feel is your calling, or to follow what you're feeling is right for you. It could also take some courage with this whole wait thing and like allow things to take their course, to not have sometimes it takes courage to not try to make everything in a relationship or in your life be in your control. So there are some things that you're like, okay, like you don't want to let things get out of control necessarily, but it's like you don't have to, you can't have the reins on every like single aspect of all of your relationships and all of these things. Like some things are just up in the air, and that's the way it is. So it kind of takes some courage just to be like, all right, like we'll see what happens, but you still have your plan, you still have your life purpose, which is important. This is what keeps you centered and like driven. Friendship. So you could be making a new friend for some of you. For others of you, it actually could be a friendship where you felt like they, like, did this friend forget about me or what happened? And they didn't forget about you. They appreciate you. Oh, and also grieving. Okay, some of you actually had a friendship that ended with this Tower moment. Okay, two things. So you either could have had a friendship that ended, like you had a fight with a friend of yours and you're just like, geez. So you're kind of grieving the fact that you like may never be friends with this person the same way ever again. You could actually be grieving like the loss of a friend of yours. Is that the case? I'm sorry. For others of you, with this Tower moment, this could be in regards to this person that you're dealing with. Like maybe you had something happen between you where it's like the friendship was lost in your connection, in your relationship with this person that you have feelings for. So it's kind of like it can't ever be the same, basically. Alright. I'm courageous, steady, and strong. And look how similar this is to, I'll show you in a second. Okay, this really wants to come out. Look how similar this is to this card. Courage, really like getting in touch with your inner strength here. Did it focus on them? Really getting in touch with your inner strength and like your resilience, the power that you have to pull through, to get through. I am the weaver of my reality. So like I was saying, there are a lot of things in your life that you have control over, and it looks like you're focusing on like what is your life purpose, what is important for you to focus on, basically. So yes, you are still the weaver of my reality. I know I say you are still the weaver of your reality. I know I was saying a lot of things are up in the air, which they are. You're not in control of everything in your life. I'm sorry. That's just the way that it is, or like everything that's gonna happen or whatever. We're not gods here, but you do have an element of control of some things in your reality, your thoughts, your perception, your understanding of things, what you do on a daily basis. These are things that are in your control, and you might just be really focusing on like, okay, what could I do today that will inspire me? What can I do today that will like bring me closer to my life purpose? Or what could you do today? What thoughts could you have today that will make you feel on track and in the right place? I think thoughts are really important for Gemini to pay attention to, the thoughts that you're having and how this is altering or building your perspective of your reality around you. I am of the earth and in harmony with nature. So connecting with nature could be really important for you, maybe with some friends, like going to a park, going to a river, could really actually bring you so much peace and like change your perspective. Just feeling more a part of the natural world than the material world can feel really good sometimes. Like sometimes we're surrounded by all these man-made things, all of these like cement, and so it's important to spend some time. I don't know why that just got me like really emotional. It's important to spend time and like understand that we're still natural, organic beings. I don't know why I was crying about that. With a steady mind, I'm connected to our collective experience. So, there's a lot here about I'm courageous, steady, and strong. It's really important that you build your mind and feel connected, like you're a part of humanity. You're just a human. You're just as much of a human as the next person. It's really important that you feel connected to nature and connected to the collective of humanity at this point, instead of like shutting yourself off completely from other people or from the outside world or what have you, at least energetically or whatever. Choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. I thought I got these cards already. I didn't. So with these changes in your life, it's really important that you choose love. You choose love for yourself. You choose to live your life with a lot of love in your heart and in your mind, with love on your mind. This is part of your life purpose as well, is what I think, to make choices from a place of love rather than from a place of, I guess, ego or like materialism or wanting to win something. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. So yeah, it's like there were some changes that occurred or some things that happened in the past that it's just time for you to let go of. It's time for you to be here where you're at and to dream of what is possible for you and what you can do, like I said, this week, next week, today, tomorrow, to build this future for yourself and be whoever you want to be, you know? Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. So it looks like nature is like really calling to Geminis to relax and to perhaps spend some time in some grass or whatever, or even just watching nature videos if you can't go to the grass for some reason. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. So if there's something that you're grieving here, some kind of loss, some kind of ending, some kind of falling out, it's really important that you just have patience in this process. Okay, so if you have any questions about this situation or about your life in general, feel free to ask them at this point in your head, I suppose, and we'll see what these cards say. Otherwise, we'll just see. So don't stop. If you have been making an effort to like choose love or to get really a lot closer to your dreams, to your life purpose, saying don't stop, you're doing great. Forgiveness. So yeah, and this is over this card, be in the present and dream of the future. So it's like, you know, feel forgiveness for your past or whatever, or for some person. This could be really important for you to set your sights on new beautiful goals or dreams that you have. So, unlikely. And we also have no. So there could have been something like that's not meant for you, that maybe you're feeling like you wanted this or something, but you're being steered in a different direction, perhaps with Wheel of Fortune. This could have also just been in regards to some question that you asked in your head. Okay, thank you, Gemini. I hope that this helps somehow. I hope that this resonated. If you like a personal reading, please email me. The email for that is in the description of this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you like this video. Thank you.